you doing, everybody? This is Alvin J, the most passionate non-doctor on the internet. Today, we're going to talk about how to not only stop, not slow down, but reverse gray hair growth. I know you guys have been waiting for this for a long time, but I got to tell you, I've been moving. Things are going really well right now. But the thing is, I've been missing some videos for a little bit, and I just wanted to make up for lost time. So you guys are going to get quite a few videos over this next month, just on general things that you can use every day so that we can help you out and get to doing what we're going to do. Now, let's start talking about this gray hair. Everybody, if you are or you have gray hair and you like it, this video is not for you. Don't get upset, all right? If you like your gray hair, you like the little salt and pepper, you like what you got in there, you like what you got up top, you guys you're happy with, leave it alone. This video is not for you. Watch it anyway. You might, sometimes minds change and you might want to do something different. I understand. So, that being said, if you are a gray hair lover, keep your gray hair. If it adds distinguished looks to you, if it makes your outfits look a little bit more manly, if for you ladies like that silver hair to go with your outfit, go have at it. But this video is how to stop and even reverse gray hair loss. I know you thought it was impossible, but it ain't. Let's get started here. Now, first thing we're going to do, we're going to tell you that you're going to need to get rid of some stress in your life. And stress comes from physical, psychological, and emotional stress. All three will cause you to start graying out, all right, at very early ages. Now, some of it might be a deficiency. You might have vitamin B12 deficiency, B vitamins in general. You might just have a deficiency. If you are a human being living on this earth, copper is going to be one of those things that's going to be the biggest thing that you are lacking as far as your hair turning gray at an early age or at all. No matter how old you are, if you start supplementing some of these things or implementing some of these things that I tell you, your gray hair will go away. You will start saving money on these hair products, these hair dyes. Oh my goodness, a billion dollar industry for people who want to look young. So let's start off with it. First things first, okay? Stress. Number one, stress is going to cause you to gray out because stress elevates your hormone levels, and one in particular called cortisol, which actually lowers your thyroid production, and it also slows the production of a lot of other things. If you don't have high metabolism dictated by your thyroid, then you're going to have problems in your life with other parts, like gray hair, like wrinkling skin, like getting older or looking older before your time. See, we need these things, and what goes along with a big thing with stress is sleep. Most people don't want to get in the bed. Most people like to stay up late. Some people have to get up early to go to work, and that does not work. You need recuperative sleep. Now, I'm not saying that all human beings need 8 hours of sleep. If somebody tells you that, like Dr. Oz or some of these TV shows, it's bullshit. You don't need 8 hours of sleep. That does not work for everybody. Remember, you're an individualistic human being. That means that you operate on your own physiology, to say that's particular to you. So don't compare yourself to the rest of society. Some women, they have periods every month. Other women have period women have periods every 3 months. That's normal for them. Some women have periods every 6 months. That's normal for them. So don't compare yourself to the everyday person in the population, because that doesn't apply to you as an individualistic human being. But I do need you to get the ample amount of sleep for your body. I don't know what that is, because you've been living with your body. You know what optimum is. So if you notice that after 12 hours of sleep, those are the best days that you have, 12 hours is what you need. If you know that 8 hours, that's how you operate at optimum, then that's the amount of time that you need. If you operate on 4 or 5 hours, you find that you get up and you're just bubbly, you're excited about life, then 5 hours is all you need. Don't try to be like everybody else. Get that stress down, and the number one way to do that is to get your sleep. Now, I'm going to tell you this. That's also going to go right along with your weight loss goals, getting enough sleep for your body. So if you're trying to lose weight, notice that if you don't get the right amount of sleep for your body, then that means that you're not going to be losing that weight and getting the progress or the strides that you're used to. Second of all, let's go to the next one. We got smokers. You smokers out there, you think that smoking is going to help out. Now, I got to tell you this. Some people if you supplement correctly, smoking doesn't affect your health much at all. All right, so if you supplement properly, those supplements will help your body to create the hormones that you need to deal with the nicotines, with the tars that actually enter your body, and then you can get them out. Now, some people, and most centenarians, people who live to be over 100, those people smoked. So it kind of blows my mind that, like we said, we're individualistic. So don't think that because you smoke, all of a sudden you're going to have bad health. If you think that, I do believe in what you think is what becomes in your life. So if you think that you're going to get bad health from smoking, you will. If you think you can smoke until you're 108 years old, more than likely, you will. Okay, so let's get to some other things here. Now, smoking, it actually dries out tissues, of course, all right, and it decreases your lung capacity on some people, okay, like I said, if you're not supplementing. So if you tear down those alveoli, those air gas exchange sacs in your lungs, then you decrease your lung capacity, therefore you cannot get as many nutrients, therefore hair starts turning gray, as well as skin starts to wrinkle, as well as other things going wrong with your body. That's a given, all right, you probably should know that already, but let's go to the next thing here. You gotta keep hydrated. You gotta get some water into your diet. Now think about this, all right? You are drinking water. Your body is 8%, your total body mass is 8% blood. Of that blood, 91% is water. You also have to keep the tissues moisturized. You have to keep the muscles moisturized. That's even more liquid that you have to have in your body. Do you think your hair is going to stay black and healthy if you don't give it water? I didn't say drink soda. I didn't say drink coffee. I didn't say drink juice. All those things are helpful, but water is what you need. See, there's hardly any water in any of those things that you are drinking and that I just mentioned. So drink pure water to keep yourself hydrated. Therefore, you keep those levels up. Your blood flows a lot more easily. You're able to manufacture these hormones and enzymes that you need for your body to work. And now you're completely healthy. And no, guess what? If your body is healthy, so is your hair. All right. So let's go on to the next one. This is the biggest one. If you've been waiting for something to get rid of and reverse your gray hair, this is it. I hit it right here in the middle of the video, so you have to watch the whole thing. Not really, but here it is. The copper supplement. Now, people say that you can get copper from walnuts. All right, that's the big nut that actually has the copper inside of it, but it's only traces of copper. What I recommend is, wait for it, and now for a limited time. All right, this thing right here, it's called colloidal copper, and all you have to do is do a bulb dropper. You do 10 drops of this in 8 ounces of water. You drink it down. I do it almost every day. You can do it every day. It says it right here on the back of the bottle. It says orally take up to 1/2 fluid ounce per 100 pounds of body weight per day, depending on the individual's needs. All right, so it says also for best absorption, swish in the mouth before swallowing may be applied topically. All right, so it means that you can put this on your skin and it will actually help your skin look better. If you were to put this in some kind of paste or something like that and put it on your face, it would actually help it out then, but it's called colloidal copper. I ordered this from Amazon. It's in a dark bottle. That's what you're looking for, so it'll preserve the copper that's in there, and it's a pretty big bottle for $12, okay? So I use it, like I said, every day. I don't advocate anything that I haven't tried on myself, but this is a really good product because I got to tell you, I had a bunch of gray growing in there. I plucked them all out, couldn't keep up fast enough, so I was looking for alternatives, and I did some research and I found this, and I decided to try it. Like I said, I tried it on myself. Don't believe people when they say take this, do that, when they have not been doing it themselves. This came right out of my cabinet. It's halfway empty right now because I gotta probably order another one in probably another 3 months or so, but try it. It actually works out. Now, another one you probably gotta have is something called iodine. Now, I get my iodine from iodized salt, and I also have just started supplementing iodine. I didn't realize that it also contributes to black hair growth and not gray hair growth. Remember, even if it's gray, it can be reversed. The only reason it's turning gray is because you're lacking a mineral, usually copper, and in some cases iodine, that you're adding to your diet. So that's what we need you to do. Add these to your diet. The next one of the big ones is vitamin B, in particular, vitamin B12. Here it is again. I got to prove it to you. All right, so you can probably see it here. Let me see. I got like I got like 20 caplets left. But here's my B formula, and I get the complex because I want all the B vitamins. I don't just want to go for one because, first of all, it's really expensive if you buy all the Bs by themselves. And second of all, you don't need that much in order to make this have a positive effect on your life. So here we go. We got the B Stress formula. This is just the brand I use. Don't feel free to get the Sprouts brand or whatever kind of brand that you guys get. But usually I look for the USP seal that this has on here, just to say that. But I did some research on this company, and this company seems like a pretty good one. But just go with what you feel as far as what feels good to you, but get a complex instead of just one B vitamin. It'll benefit you overall because you need 90 essential vitamins and minerals, and we only manufacture, I think, 10 of those inside your body, so you need to ingest the rest. So just get the complex, all right? Also, I recommend a multivitamin that is only for, and take this is a warning, you only take a multivitamin if your kidneys are healthy and your liver is healthy. If you take a multivitamin, it has something in it called chromium, and chromium will actually shut down your kidneys if you have kidney problems. So I'll just lead off with that and let you guys know right off the top that I don't want you doing anything dangerous for your body. If something is dangerous, I will usually put it in the video and give you a warning about it, okay? So remember, I'm not a doctor. I don't give medical advice. I'm just telling you what I've tried and it has worked. And for the people who actually have looked at these videos and actually followed what I've done, it has worked for them too. Okay, so just look at some of the comments in some of my other videos. You'll see people have been helped by these things. All right, now let's go on to the next one. Protein. Now, I'm going to advocate that you get your protein from meat. Okay, you need a protein called casein, of course, and it's vital to your muscle production, to your building blocks of amino acids and proteins. Well, those things are found in meat, in particular beef. That's the one I would stick with. Now, I am going to throw this in here. Eat lots of eggs, okay? People say eggs are bad for you, and it's usually because of the cholesterol content. So what? There's no such thing as high cholesterol. The only thing you can do to overdose on cholesterol is if you were sucking lard out of the vat there. Now, if you're having problems with cholesterol and your doctor says your cholesterol is high, he's reading off of a chart that has you in a range so that if you go outside that range by just a little bit, he can now prescribe you Lipitor, okay? Don't fall for that bull that they're going to do for you in the hospital. It's only to make money. Your health is not at the forefront in a hospital. Use the hospital for emergencies only. That's the only reason I go there. I will not go for a checkup. I will not do anything. I can check myself up, and you guys can too. You just don't want to think for yourself. We got a whole thing here. It's called the internet. You can get people to talk to you from different countries. You can live chat me if you want to, if that's at the very least, just to see where am I at, what can I do. Can you give me some suggestions? I do it for my students all the time, okay? So don't feel like you're threatened when you go into the medical office and you have to do what the doctor says. Don't go, in my opinion, unless it's an emergency. If you have a heart attack, go to the hospital. If you got a broken leg, go to the hospital. It's for emergencies. If you're going there for your general health, I'm going to say this, probably 95% of the time, you're going to come out worse than when you went in. Okay, so that's it. I'm off on my rant. I'm going to get back to this, all right, right here. So let's do this too. All we're going to do is we're going to exercise, okay? We're going to increase the circulation. So when you're doing this vitamin B12, this iodine, this copper that you put in your system, we don't want it to sit in certain tissues. So we need it to circulate. All right, so we got to get this pumped into your tissues. We got to get it moving around your body so that all the parts of your body are now benefiting from these supplements that you just added to it. It can't just sit there. It has to be circulated. So the best way I know for circulation is, and probably the only way we should be doing it, is exercise. All right, I'm not saying you got to get up and do insanity, P90X, T25, Zumba, Roomba, whatever they got. All right, don't feel like you have to do a strenuous workout exercise. If you sit on the couch and you just do a few dumbbell curls, I'll be happy with that. If you sit on the couch and you do a few leg lifts, okay, I'm happy with that. That's all you got to do, okay? So don't feel like you're threatened or don't feel like you can't do something. The best thing I've ever seen for circulation is yoga. All right, most people don't believe that. I have literally, in real life, in real time, in about 2 weeks, see a man in a wheelchair whose knees would not bend. He could not sit down without assistance. He had to lean back every time he sat down because his legs wouldn't bend. 2 weeks of yoga, he's getting up and out of chairs. He's walking on his own, and his health has improved because now he's doing his own circulation. See, if you depend on these devices, these crutches, these canes, these wheelchairs, these what they call them, it looks like a little bobcat. These little chairs these people are rolling around with on the highway, they're just... All right, don't fall for that, okay? Don't let your life become what other people's lives have become just because you saw it. Because you get old does not mean hair gets gray. Because you get old doesn't mean you lose your flexibility. It means that you have lost the activity in your life, and now you have settled or resigned yourself to the fact that you are old and inactive. When grandma wants to get up and do something, let her get up and do it. When grandma wants to go to the refrigerator, let her go and do it. If grandma wants to get up and go to the boat and go gamble a little bit, let her do it. Because that activity is keeping her alive. You doing everything for her is shortening her life. Grandma, granddad, uncles, and aunts. If you start reducing the activity in your life, you are reducing your life. Period. Okay, so let's get back to this this last thing I got for you here, and that is try some Eastern medicine. Okay, now everybody might have heard of something called seaweed, and now they have that in sushi. I don't mind you eating sushi as long as you got jasmine rice and you've got the seaweed surrounding that, usually found in a California roll. That's the best tasting one to me. But those of you who love sushi, you're getting that salmon. You're getting that, sometimes that tuna. Oh, that pure, fresh tuna, the pure, fresh salmon. Those are excellent things for getting that black hair back. There's also some herb called amla, A-M-L-A, that actually prevents gray hair from coming on. All right, so hopefully this helps, but this is the wrap up to the whole thing here. Nobody should have to tell you as a human being to eat right, exercise, drink water, and not smoke. Those are the 4 things that are actually going to keep your hair black for as long as possible. Now, if you add copper, you're going to actually reverse some hair or gray hair, and you're going to look younger, of course. Okay, that was the whole goal, so that you don't have to spend $100 a month or whatever it is dyeing your hair so that you can look young. Why don't you just naturally do it from the inside out and then see the results from that? Okay, so I don't want you spending a lot of money. You as a human being, when you came out of your mother's womb, there should have been a plaque right there to the side that said, eat right, exercise, drink water, and don't smoke. All right, I'm sure we all read that when we popped out. It was on your mom's left leg, right? You saw that, yes? All right. Just do what you know you're supposed to do, and things tend to turn out right. But I know you go to the Cheesecake Factory, you see those big decadent desserts in there, you see that Mexican plate on the other table, and you want some of those enchiladas. All right, so I know you get a little excited when you see that good food coming out, but I'm going to tell you this, it looks good, but it ain't good for you. All right, that's all I got to say. Reverse that gray hair loss. This is Alvin J, the most passionate non-doctor on the internet. I'll see you soon. I'm coming back with more videos on practical stuff just like this. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.